even when you were asked a very simple question, right? Your name, what you studied, what department you needed to go into, you felt the need to explain why you wanted to choose what you wanted to choose. In many ways, it's a sign of stubborn people. But most importantly, it's a sign of people that feel that they owe the world an explanation for their actions. It's one of the truest forms of nobility, that you don't just act in the world as though you're not accountable to anybody. So I want to commend you guys for not answering the question the way it was asked. You could give yourself a round of applause for that. I mean, if you had answered it the way it was asked, it would have saved us time, but that's not important. Thank you for indulging us. I think the last time I was in front of most of you, at least, the ones that I couldn't be in front of were not in the country, but most of you, I made it clear that the honor and pleasure is truly mine to be in the presence of such smart, driven, hardworking people. And it's not enough to be those three things alone in life, right? And you guys know that because you came for the assessment centers, you spoke to other people that are not in this room today that were equally as smart, equally as hardworking, and equally as driven. So there's something special about you. I didn't say it. I met you last. The GMs, the heads of departments, the experienced people. If you were to imagine cumulatively the amount of experience that interviewed you, I don't think any of you would have been interviewed by less than 100 years of experience across different segments of not just the Wando, because we're pillared like any other oil and gas company, and largely when you look at the corporate service side, we're pillared like any other company in the world. We have IT, we have legal, we have So for me, it's again truly an honor to have the great opportunity of welcoming you into the company, first and foremost. You can clap. And to say to you that your life didn't just begin. People say, oh, the journey has just begun. No. There's something you did and started ages ago that has brought you here. If I were to give you any advice, it's to keep doing what you're doing. Keep staying curious. Keep being able to have that undeniable, indistinguishable light that literally just burns everything you touch. But most importantly, the summation of your life is in the networks and the impacts you make. If you don't already do that, bring that to the fore of everything you do. I think Fela Durotoye would always say to us that impact was not the action of hitting something else or making contact with something else. It is actually the residue you leave behind after you have made contact. So as you come into the workplace, I encourage you to leave every interaction, every engagement with a positive residue. Okay? I know most of you are looking forward to, being in a company and doing work. For those of you that selected the commercial team, good luck. I hope you get some sleep in this lifetime. For those of you that selected my office, or for you that selected my office, don't worry, we'll have fun, I promise. But, you guys obviously know the idea is to round robin, right? So you're going to have the opportunity to work with every single one of those GMs, including myself. And I think you'd have the time of your life. right? Who's ever been on roller coasters here before? Right? Okay, good. Now, who likes, so you've been on, but who likes roller coasters? Right, great. What is the one thing you have to do when you're on a roller coaster? It says safety. Put the buckle on. What's the second thing? Catch your breath. Scream. Pass out. Hold on to something. Live in the moment. I'm going to pick his. Surrender yourself to the ride. Right? So do the other things, please. Okay? Strap in, make sure you're sitting tight, but surrender yourself to the process. And I guarantee you, you will be thankful for it, but more importantly, you will come out a better person. If not, you get your money back. Okay? I want to end on one final note. If you had to write a eulogy for yourself, so you sort of fast forward to your last day, people call it a tombstone inscription. Whatever it will be, whatever you'd write about yourself, is not going to happen later in your life. It's going to happen now. So beyond just impact and being present and surrendering yourself, make sure that that note stays in your head as you walk around every day. Not just coming into Owandu, in your personal life as well. The people you want to touch, the stories you want people to tell about you, you have to act them now. You have to enact them now. And for me, that really becomes the essence of your living, right? When you know that each day you live, you really live for the summation of your life at the end. Okay? Who's looking forward to, well, first of all, who's looking forward to working in Owandu? You don't want, I'm kidding. Who's looking forward to working together with everybody here? Right. Who's looking forward to making money? Some people are not. Some people want to create value, so please leave them alone. Money will come once you create value. But no, look, it's been an absolute pleasure being here. I didn't want to make this too serious. You guys have been through tons of serious stuff. But please note that we operate an open door policy. Make sure if you need to have a word, you need to say anything, you need to, crack a joke, you can knock on my door and come in. We mean it. I'm serious. I mean, they're there. I'm not lying, right? I mean, obviously be considerate, but feel free to come in, knock, and engage. And I wish all of you a truly spectacular journey. Thank you.